Hey, what's going on, guys? Rum Gaming here, back into the video. Today's episode, I wanted to do just a little announcement video of a website that I am currently working on. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm taking my videos and I'm putting them into full written guides. So what you're looking at right now is like phase 0 of this whole thing. This website, I wouldn't even consider it to be phase 1 yet because we only have one guide that is like halfway complete. So this is like just a very small demo. This is going to take me a few weeks to fully get set up. But what you're seeing here is what I was able to get set up over the past day or two. And I'm actually hosting this right now through a website called Google Sites. However, I am going to be changing that because Google Sites, it's just not super user friendly. This has been a very difficult site so far to set up. So I'm going to move to something else. I'm not sure what yet. But this is how it's going to look. No matter which platform I decide to host this on, this is how it's going to look. And I have kind of built a cookie cutter sort of first time demo on Mistweaver Monk of what I'm kind of thinking. And what I'm going to do is just for each specific class, you're going to be able to come in here, select whatever class that you do play, and then you're going to get the full written guide of my videos. So I will be probably posting a YouTube video link in here at the top of this somewhere at some point. But just to kind of announce this, just to kind of get the word out there, this is going to be something that I'm going to be working on over the next few weeks. And the reason I want to get the word out there is because I'm kind of looking for ideas and tips on, how we could sort of design this thing. So originally I was going to I have a Google Sheet file that I put in my Discord. It's public right now. I'm probably going to revoke the access on that though. Just because it's not complete and it's just kind of pieced together. And as I was building it out, I could actually show it to you guys real quick. So here it is right here. And the way it worked is, I got a list here for all of my add-ons and weak auras, and you can just kind of scroll through this list and you can kind of see my entire UI setup. And then I've also got each tab down here for each healing specialization. And as you scroll through, you can see each section. So I have like a macro section here. I have a weak aura section here. Just kind of, steps on how to import a weak aura if you're not familiar with it. And then the individual links down here in their purpose. And as I was starting to make this, I was starting to think to myself, this is somewhat useful, but really all I'm doing here is I'm just putting the description of each of my videos into a Google Sheets file. And I think that this is actually going to be useful to anybody. I should probably put this information into just a full guide on a website. And Google Sheets is fine. It's kind of clunky, and it visually, I don't think it looks super good. And if I'm going to be putting this much effort into making out these guides, I might as well just put it on a website, make it look good, and then just completely fill out these individual tabs with a full-on guide. And at least right now, kind of the design philosophy behind the website is to just do one long sort of running page. And I might have some quick links at the top to where if you want to go to the talent section, the page just kind of snaps down to the talent section. And the whole purpose of these guides is just going to be for intermediate, beginner healers. Some advanced healers could probably use some of this stuff to get some general ideas of, especially if they're picking up a new specialization. But for the most part, this is just going to be to kind of teach people the basics of each class. I feel like there's a whole bunch of guides on YouTube, and all they do is they just talk about the spells, and they just assume people know how all these spells synergize with one another in a tree. And if you really look under the hood, there's a whole bunch more going on. I feel like there's just a lot of people that don't want to spend the time to explain some of this stuff. For example, with your Jadefire Stomp right here, there's 4 talents that you have to discuss fully to understand how this one spell, Jadefire Stomp, even works. And even a lot of the Icy Veins guides, a lot of the Wildhead guides, they just gloss over a whole bunch of the really important stuff. And I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm just trying to find a good place to store all this information, all the things that we learn in the comments of each video, and just put it all in one place and just have it here for each individual season. So again, this guide that you're looking at here is not finished. I'm not even halfway through with this specific Mistweaver Monk guide, and I have 6 or 7 more that I have to do. So this will take many weeks to get this up and running. I'm hoping I can get this up maybe by the end of September. We'll just have to see. And then I also know there's a whole bunch of changes coming sometime in October or November, a lot of specs are getting like overhauls. So we'll have to come in here and update some of this stuff, which is totally fine. I'm just trying to get the bones of the website built for now. But yeah, I'll put this quick little template in the description of the video. If you guys want to check it out, let me know some comments, like what you guys would like to see out of the site. I could put Mythic Plus stuff in here. I'm also going to be putting my weak Rs and add-ons. I'll have a section for all of that. And then under each class guide, I'll have the class specific weak Rs as well. But we can kind of go any direction that we want with this. You know, I want this to kind of be a community driven sort of deal, and just kind of build it out together. So again, link is in the description of the video if you guys want to check it out. I'm not doing any more updates to the link that's provided in the description of this video. That was just sort of a test run of all this. I'm going to be changing platforms completely. And if you guys do want to support the project in any sort of way, I do have socials in the description of the video, so you guys can check that out. And then one thing that I have been kind of having issues with, if any of you guys are like pro web developers or something like that, maybe you could help me out with this. It's probably going to really depend on the platform that I'm using. To be honest, it's probably going to be something like Wix or WordPress. I've used WordPress before, but it's, I don't know. There's a lot of setup for me personally. But what you're looking at here is actually a Wowhead guide. And one of the things I've been having problems with, maybe Wix has a way to handle this. If it doesn't, then maybe I will have to go to WordPress. But like when you come into Essence Font here and you hover over the word Essence Font, you get the sort of tooltip that pops up, and then you also get the spell icon with it as well. So I have absolutely no clue how to set that up at all. I've done some Googling on it. I've been told that you can directly import these tooltips from Wowhead. I'm not sure what that looks like and how difficult it is to do that. I believe Method's website also has a very similar way of doing this. So I'd assume there's some sort of library out there that lets you import all this. This would be an absolutely huge addition to the website if I could add this sort of stuff. But it might not be possible, especially if I'm just using something like Wix. And I did actually just ask this to ChatGPT, and apparently, you know, there's a way to add a script. And I guess this is like JavaScript, and you can come in here and just add the specific spell ID into your text. And it looks like here, yes, Wix will allow you to add the Wowhead tooltips. So I don't know. We're going to give it a shot. We'll see. Anyways, I'm getting to a point here where I'm just kind of ranting. Thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for supporting the channel, guys. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I think we're almost to like 1,200 subscribers. So, you know, some of you guys have been giving, you know, little small donations here and there. It's just going to go back into the channel. You know, like this website, the hosting, the domain, all that costs money every single month. The software, the microphone, all that stuff it's all just going back into the channel. So I'm going to try to get some better equipment. I know a lot of the times, like for example, my microphone will go in and out when I'm talking. So I'm going to try to buy a new microphone soon. And yeah, like I said, we're just going to kind of see where this takes us and have fun while we're doing it. So, all right, my rant is done. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. We'll see you on the next one.